Is that?
What is that indeed? Hello, everyone. We are live for third, third. For the third episode of Amara Angels. But first and foremost, thank you for the radio show.
Well, it's
That's
more
pretty
than the
awesome.
third episode of Amara Angels. You mean the third episode of season 2?
Thank you. Thank you for correcting me. Listen, we've been talking about One Piece live action since while we were waiting for
I've
you.
heard it's really good, actually. Or at
I
least pretty good.
like I said, I marathoned it the moment it came out. I gave it a 7 out of 10. So
All right, I need to watch it then.
yeah,
I
it's
need to watch it.
if you like One Piece, I recommend it. And
I do like One Piece.
as I've been telling everyone since I'm very very excited as a super nerd. Um, my mom, who never watched anime or read manga, watched the live action One Piece and turned to me and said, "I want to read the One Piece manga." And I was like, I'm
Hey,
dead.
yo.
I'm dead. I'm dead. I am so proud of that woman. I've never been so proud of someone in my whole life. Oh my god. That's oh, and the squish shows you. There we go.
No.
I was so happy. I was so happy. But yes, hello everyone.
Hi.
Welcome in. Shut up, Osha. We don't care about you. You're squished.
Huh?
Oh, I care about Osho.
No.
Thank you.
We don't care about squished people. They are lesser and inferior. I can't even say that with a straight face. Hi, everyone. Also, I enabled the hero points because I forgot about that, and villain points if you want to give me a villain
And the
point.
squish.
And the squish, yes, which Sev is very focused on. But yes, in the last episode of Amara Angels, the party being very, very exhausted and a little bit traumatized, I'd say. Yes. One of them isn't even able to speak. Sev.
Agreeable grunt.
Agreeable grunt. But yes, in the last episode, the party continued on in this spooky, scary tunnel. First of all, fighting a banshee after dispelling a illusion of this everlasting party. Afterwards, the party encountered these ghosts, which attacked. Well, they attacked the ghosts, and the ghosts started to attack them, and they started to realize, oh god damn it, lightning, to hero point. They started to realize.
We started to realize, God damn it, lightning.
Thank you, lightning.
Yeah.
It sounds like a conclusion our party would come to.
Yes, God damn it, lightning. But yes, the party started to realize that almost cult. We're getting close. This party realized that these ghosts were aggressive when the party showed any aggression. So after the ghosts appeared for the third time, they realized, oh, let's try not attacking them. And a minute later, they were allowed to pass. The problem is, some of them are out of spells. Most of them are exhausted and use their abilities and whatnot. They have 20 minutes left on their potion of necrotic resistance, except for Gala, who has just the armor.
Armor of necrotic resistance.
Yes, which lasts for longer than the 20 minutes.
Does that have a special name too, like an alliteration name?
It's the necrotic no-no.
Necrotic? No. Oshio, please note it down, because that is now the name, the official name.
Mm.
But
Gomu
yes.
Gomu no dying.
Gomu no die, yes. Necrotic nullifier. Yeah, Colt, that is actually pretty good. But it's Oshio we're talking
It's
about.
canon now.
Too bad it's canon now. Yes. Oshio's like kicking herself, like, why didn't I think about that one? But yes, the party entered the tunnel once again, and after a few minutes of walking, they encountered yet another dark veil that separates them from the next room. And that is where we continue. Party, you're in front of this dark fog gate that is blocking your path. You still hear the moaning and crying and wailing of the dead around you. Louder now than ever. What do you do?
Azure goes through.
Oh, whoa.
Oh, but maybe we should wait. Right.
What, is anyone trying to stop Azure?
I mean, Garland's not going to try to stop her.
We gotta. Hopefully this is it. We gotta keep pressing while the potions are still in effect.
Yeah, I suppose. I mean, all right.
Okay.
Let's see what's happening here. And maybe it'll, the last ones didn't attack, right? If we left them alone, maybe this one will be friendly ones.
Immediate monsters, no.
Gala's going through after as well.
Okay, so Azure goes in, Gala goes in, I assume everyone goes in. As you enter through the room, before you is a pretty simple square room. It's quite small. Seems to be 25 by 25 compared to the other ones. Not very tall. The ceiling is quite low. And you see straight ahead, unobstructed by anything, the exit to this room. A door that is currently closed, but the only exit that seems available in this room. You don't see anything else in this room.
All right. Considering that we're on a time limit, actually, about how long is left? Do you think of the those potions?
20 minutes.
Right. Here are the options then. So if you want, you could wait 10 minutes, and I could check out see if there's any spells here, or I could just do that now, but then I'll have like no juice left. Like that's it.
Do we think we need to take the time to look for magic effects?
I mean, there's
It's better.
in a room where there's it seems like there's nothing in here. There probably is something in here. Like
I'd say you use it now, Gala.
all right,
just-
all right,
It's fast.
all right.
Are you going to take
Gala's
the
gonna-
10 minutes to ritual cast Tech Magic?
Oh well, as you said, to use it now, so I see.
Oh, just instant action. Okay.
Yeah.
So
okay.
okay.
So yeah,
Use a
Gala's
spell slot. You
Gala
activate-
is going to she begins.
Oh! Thunders, thank you for the raid. Hi,
Oh,
buddy.
hi.
Thank you for the raid, buddy.
But why?
This is the
Why would
best
you-
raid
why
we've
would you
had
do
today.
Yeah.
Man, this is awesome.
Thank you.
Oh.
Thank
Very
you for the
first
follow.
raid.
Thank you for the follow, Teeny Warrior. Welcome in. Thunders, thank you so much for the raid. We are actually at the start of our session, and the party are in very, very suspicious of this small empty room that they entered in. So you bring down your helmet, right? And activate your detect magic. Is that it?
No, I'm bringing down my helmet and using Spell Spotter.
My apologies. My apologies. My apologies. You bring down your helmet and use your spell spotter as you start to detect. First of all, the same thing you detected before, these faint traces of necromancy magic. All over the place. And you detect in the center of the room there's this faint illusion magic that you can't see anything. There's this illusion that you're starting to see in the center of the room.
All right, there's an illusion in the center of the room. I don't know what it is, but whatever we're seeing isn't what's actually there.
Never mind.
If any of you want to, try and figure it out, maybe.
I'll do it. Azure moves to the center of the room.
Okay. Azure, you begin to walk closer and closer to the center of the room. And
It might be better to throw something out first.
do you stop Azure?
I mean, she's going slowly.
Okay.
Not-
Azure, let's throw something
Not
first,
exactly
maybe.
dashing.
We could use
Yeah.
maybe some like Sherry with her
Gala's
mage
just
hand
gonna-
or something.
Gala's just going to get like a crossbow bolt and just throw it.
Okay.
No. Oh, okay.
Woo! And it flies over, clanks on the floor. Doesn't seem to hit anything.
But there's like a. Didn't you say there's something in the middle of the room, or?
There's nothing you
We
you
can't
don't
see
see anything
anything,
in the middle of the room.
Okay.
You just detect illusion magic coming from the middle of the room.
All right.
Azure will throw a copper piece in the center of the room.
You look at the piece and it's just there.
Okay, she goes to pick it up.
Okay. As you get closer to the copper piece, a few feet away, a couple of steps away from the center of the room, suddenly something appears. This cloaked image is floating in the center of the room. a skeleton begins to form under the cloak as it seems like a half of it is incorporeal, the other half is almost physical, appears in the center of the room. Its eyes burning with this red flame as it looks towards all of you. Make an offer to pass.
Azure points at the copper piece.
Rejected. And you all start seeing several holes begin to open up all around the room,
Oh!
and water begins to pour
Oh no!
into the room. Begins to fill up very quickly.
Okay, this isn't good. What about what about this? It's a crossbow. It's pretty good. Gala's gonna take out a crossbow.
Rejected. More water
Oh my
pours
God.
out.
What would you want? Like, we don't even know. You know, you can't just reject us. Like, we don't even know what kind of thing you're after. Or are you not going to
It
answer?
does not
Azure
seem
will-
to respond.
Azure will display a potion of climbing.
Okay. Rejected. More water pours out. As at this point, the water is going into the room so fast that I'm going to say the small members of the party are already waist deep in it.
I mean, well, is the door locked at the other end of the room?
You haven't
Someone
checked
check.
it. Someone needs to go check. Yeah. Also, another hero point from work for the party. Yay.
Violet, sorry, not Violet. Azure, maybe try the amulet.
Gala's going to go and try and open the door at the end of the room.
Okay, Violet, but before I do, here, take this. And Azure gives Violet a potion. Just drink it when you're underwater, okay? It'll be fine. And then she presents the amulet.
Okay. Rejected. More water pours out. Gala, you're checking the door?
Yes.
Okay, Gala, roll an investigation. As you are now chest deep in water.
I mean, I'm disadvantaged anyway. So,
Yes.
like...
15? Okay. It's a door very similar to the other ones. Although, well, it has the same design, but you get the sense that it's not. No, sorry. It's more sealed shut than the others. Like it's like almost like there's
almost like it's waterproof.
almost like it's waterproof. Exactly. And you also start to notice something. There are, in fact, old stains at different levels, as if this has happened before.
Someone check the door we came in through as well.
There is no door, but there is the fog.
The fog.
Oh, Sherry, you're closer to the fog. Do you touch the black fog?
Sure.
Okay, your hand starts to go through it, and then it stops as if hitting a wall at some point. This is a one-way. This is a one-way fog. Make a worthy offer.
How are we supposed to know what's worthy?
Azure will present 20 gold coins.
Rejected. More water. Gala, you now have to. Gala and Sherry, both of you now have to raise your chins to stay out of the water.
I don't know.
Does anyone have any magical item on them? That we haven't tried that yet.
Yeah. Have you tried a potion? I've got my. I've got.
I have the magic rope, but it's not. It's it's chanted.
I've got my gauntlets.
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah,
Yeah.
we need to die pretty. Just kill the things.
Gala's gonna remove her thunder gauntlets and
Okay.
present them.
Azure is panicking at the moment.
Rejected. More the small ones begin to have to swim while the tall ones are about chest level, and
Gala's gonna have to retract her armor because otherwise she's not gonna be able to swim.
oh yeah, all right. At this point, it turns. Offer something valuable. A
I just did.
soul. That's one of you. The water keeps
that's
pouring.
not very fair.
Jerry's gonna hold out rum.
Yeah, wait.
Wow, you did that. You offered that way more quickly than I thought you would.
Sherry, no.
Rum looks at you, Sherry, with eyes of a snake that trusts you so strongly that has no idea what's going on, but Rum trusts that you all.
Jerry's gonna hug him.
All right.
She hopes that she can just summon him back.
Sherry, don't try it. Don't.
Do you as everyone is saying no, do you offer it?
No.
Then this ghostly floating skeleton remains in the center of the room as more water pours in. Now the tall ones have water up to their. They also have to raise their chins to not be underwater.
I don't know.
That was the best I could think of. I'm sorry.
Azure presents herself.
No, Jill, that's even worse.
No. Sure. No, we refuse. No souls for you.
You
Or what?
refused.
Yes, we refuse.
Don't you accept anything else apart from souls? Kind of need those, you know.
Looks towards you, Gala. Doesn't say anything, but it's looking at you.
What? I'm not offering myself.
Goes back to looking at everyone. The water is now enough that the tall ones have to swim. You look up, and the ceiling is getting closer as you keep trying to stay afloat. It's filling up with more and more and more with water.
And this is real water. I'm not detecting illusion from it.
You are not detecting any illusion. It's actually, it's so real. It looks like it's actually kind of stinky water. It's not. It's if it was an illusion, they would have at least make it, not smell like, not have a smell. No, this is
dank.
It's dank water. It's very
Is the
dank.
water? Has the water covered the door completely at this point?
At this point, it's covering the door. Yes.
Violet wants to go and check the door by swimming over.
Okay. Roll.
Already checked it's closed.
Roll an investigation.
Didn't check while I was submerged. Investigation. Disadvantage.
It's a door, and it's very sealed tight. Sealed tightly shut, yes. The water keeps pouring, and as Violet, you submerge again. The spirit says, "Make your offer, or drown. Or drown."
we'll make an offer. So maybe don't drown us.
Looks towards you, Gala, waiting for the offer.
I mean, you've got to like stop drowning us though. Otherwise, we can't make the offer.
As you say that, it seems like the water increases in speed.
Wait. No one has any like.
Azure presents herself. No, doesn't let anyone stop her.
He turns towards Azure.
No, I shall stop.
You must rip the soul by your own hand.
How do I even do that?
Essentially, kill yourself.
Violet's
Gala, please, we're not all gonna die. I
and
can't let
you're not going to die
that happen.
either.
Sure, you're not going to. Violet's swimming up to like grab a hold of Azure and like hold her arms back. I guess or something.
Okay. So you try to grapple with Azure. Roll.
Yeah.
This is an opposing athletics. Ooh, that's an 8.
Disadvantage, Spyro.
Disadvantage, Spyro.
Oh, you're right. I forgot.
Yes. Oh, that natural 20.
No.
Okay. It doesn't even matter.
Doesn't really matter, yeah, but still.
No, wait. I can get double. No, yeah, it doesn't matter.
Well,
Yeah.
So Violet, you grapple Azure. What else are you trying to do? Sorry.
If one of us doesn't die, we all die.
I'm not.
Do you understand that?
Not your soul.
Violet, do...
No.
My soul.
I mean, well, I don't know. What
soul
even
is garbage.
what even has a soul
I
anyway?
hate
Does anyone have any
everyone.
like? Does anyone have any like
you all-
fleas?
At
Or
this
something.
point, you all have your hands on the ceiling
Oh.
as the water is beginning to fill up the room completely.
I don't have anything. I can make robots. They don't have souls though.
Hmm.
Fabus would like a word.
Yeah, Fabus looks like a word. It's like,
That's robophobic.
Excuse me now?
Come on.
excuse me?
There's no Fabus in this campaign setting that we know of.
That you know of. Yeah. So, the water continues to pour.
I suggested literally the only thing I could think of, and everyone said no, so I'm done.
Oh, cool, a villain point.
Why?
Thank you, Garion.
Sir, you'd want to give a villain point. We're all gonna drown.
Well, you all begin to see the last of the space that you have begin to vanish.
Someone offered something.
And you hear in your heads, "Do you offer one of your souls?" As if it's communicating telepathically now that there is no air to talk through. By the way, quick question. What is everyone's constitution modifier?
+1.
+1.
+3.
+3.
+2.
+2.
Yeah, if it's just modifier. then
+2.
Okay. That is the number of minutes you can stay underwater before you drown. So Sherry, in 1 minute, you're going to start drowning. And by drowning, I mean you're unconscious and have to start making death saving throws. So Sherry is going to go before the rest of you.
What did I ask earlier for us to rip our soul out?
To reap the soul, basically kill yourself. You have to be the ones to take the life. Oh, by the way, Violet,
Yeah.
you know what I'm about to say,
Yeah.
right? Okay, cool. I just wanted to check. You also have the potion that didn't Azure give you a potion? I think Azure gave you a
Yep,
potion.
Azure
She
gave.
did.
Yeah.
Yes.
All right. So you all see as you all begin to hold your breaths, the room is completely submerged in water. You're all looking at each other and at this skeleton still floating as if the water is not affecting it. Clearly an illusion. Now, and you're all underwater. Sherry, you are trying your best to hold your breath. Exactly. It's looking at you, just waiting.
Gala is typing on the side of her arm as she
Mhm.
sends a message, just like, doesn't anyone have anything?
Who are you sending it to?
Uh,
Are you
I
just
guess
rapid fire
just
typing it
just
all over
everyone.
again? Okay.
Everyone.
Okay.
Group
One after
text.
the other.
Group text. It's a group text now.
Mm.
It specifically asked for us, basically, us to kill one of our own, right?
Yeah.
Essentially.
Fuck it. Azure's gonna grab a longsword and stab herself.
Well, Violet is still grappling you.
Oh, God damn it. Violet, let me die.
Remember what happened last time you died? Did not go well.
Yeah, but at least you lived. Azure will try to get free of Violet's wand,
Okay.
if that's possible.
Well, you can do another athletics roll, opposing athletics roll.
Can it be acrobatics to escape? Or is it athletics?
Well, it's still underwater, so I'd say, yeah.
Okay. Okay.
Well, wait, no. I'm gonna. Okay. Considering you have heavy armor on yourself, you would have disadvantage.
I already have disadvantage.
Yeah,
from
you already have
exhaustion.
disadvantage. You know what? I'm gonna nullify Violet's disadvantage. Gonna give advantage to Violet because you have
Yeah.
heavy armor and you're underwater.
Okay.
So Violet, you roll normal, and
Shit.
Azure rolls with disadvantage.
Do it. Do it.
Do it.
Oof. All right. Athletics. No, no way,
Are you
Jose.
kidding me? Are you kidding me?
What?
Yeah.
Woo!
Holy crap!
Holy shit! All right, roll your acrobatics or whatever.
I already
I-
did. It was two
Azure
16s.
did-
Oh, it was the 16.
Double
this-
16s for a total of
Yeah.
17, but I rolled
Wow.
a 19 for a total
So-
of 18.
While underwater, as you all see as Azure begins to draw her longsword, but Violet
Can't even
grabs
kill
her.
myself.
Yeah, Violet grabs her wrist and keeps her from drawing the sword. As I will say this, with your passive perception, Azure, you actually don't see bubbles coming out of Violet's mouth and nostrils.
She rolls her eyes.
Just saying. He seems to be fine underwater.
But that gives Azure an idea.
Uh-huh.
And Azure is going to look straight at Violet, if she can, and just mumble, "Live." And she's gonna stop holding her breath.
Oh. You're gonna open your mouth and just release all the water.
Yeah.
Okay. You all see as Azure just opens her mouth and begins.
Violet's gonna take the potion Azure gave
Wait.
her.
Oh god!
Yeah. So as Violet opens her mouth and begins to drown,
I refuse. I refuse.
you are unconscious, ma'am. When you lose all your breath, you can actually immediately become unconscious.
Okay, so Sherry will die. Is that what you tell?
Well-
Sherry will die. Not Azure. Sherry.
Violet, are you feeding Azure
Uh.
the potion?
Yes.
Okay.
Oh.
You
That was the
you
most
shove
sad yes I've ever heard in my life.
you shove the potion into Azure's mouth. She drinks it. And Azure, you are still unconscious because you don't wake up immediately, but you notice that she is not dying. She is just normally floating there unconscious. However, at the same time, Gala, you look
Yeah.
and you see as Sherry begins to fade into unconsciousness. The rest of her water, of her breath begins to leave her.
Wow.
Gala's gonna send a message to
Question:
Violet.
Where does
We need
I can't remember how Find Familiar works. What is happening with Rum this entire time?
The familiar, Find Familiar does not disappear if the caster is.
Well, I mean, like, does Rum have to breathe, or does
yeah.
Rum have a constitution, and did like Rum
Oh.
start drowning right away?
What's Rum's constitution?
It's just a snake, right?
It's just a
See,
snake.
yeah. +0.
Plus 0. Okay. Rum is it's 1 minute, so at the same time, Rum also seems to be dying. Garion, also thank you for the sub. 5 months.
And right now,
7
Sherry and
months.
Rum are
Love
just
you.
sort of like Sherry's still hugging
Yeah.
Rum after, not like being sad after.
Yeah, both of them
considering
are
sacrificing him.
both of them lose consciousness at the same time. Gala, you are the closest one to them. While the other two are busy struggling and feeding each other potions and trying to kill each other, but not allowing it. What do you do as you see Sherry begin to lose her consciousness?
Gala is gonna. She looks at Rum for a moment, and for a moment she's gonna reach to grab Rum, but then she kind of remembers what this illusion actually said, and she's gonna look at it and then just.
Well,
She
I
just
will
kinda-
say this: roll an Arcana.
Okay. Disadvantage, right?
Unfortunately, yes, because someone's very, very tired.
Oh, yo, we still got 22 though.
Holy shit! Okay, you know something.
Okay.
Find familiars don't actually have souls.
Oh, okay.
So, as much
wouldn't work
as much
anyway.
as Sherry thinks that Rum might have a soul, Find familiars are just basically energy given sentience and form. At least the one at the level of Rum, like the more advanced find familiars, like the warlock's imps and whatnot. Those are actually just summoned creatures, but but these ones are just energies given form and shape.
Okay.
By the way, Gala, you still have 2 minutes left. The other two don't. I'm not even going to count because potions and stuff. But you have 2 minutes left. Sherry is beginning to fade.
Gala, seeing Sherry like that, and the situation with Violet and Azure, Gala just kind of she types something on her arm quickly and sends it to Violet, and it's just like it just says, "Take care of the armor and stuff, won't you?" And she's gonna pull out just her dagger, and she's gonna slit her own throat.
Okay. Violet, you just finished feeding the potion. You see her take out the dagger. You read the message. You turn around. You see Gala begin to take out the dagger and move it, kind of slow motion because underwater. What do you do to react?
How far away is Violet, give or take?
About 10 feet.
Yeah, probably pretty close because we were both inspecting the door.
Yeah, and this is a small room, so.
Yeah. Okay.
When do I need to start making these death saves?
Let's deal with this.
Okay.
Violet's gonna rush towards Gala and try and stop her.
Okay. You're going to do an athletics roll, and Gala, you're going to just do a normal dexterity, but I'm not going to give you disadvantage on this
Sure.
because it's way faster to take out your knife and slit your own throat than swimming 10 feet to
Okay.
save you.
Apparently, it's not for Gala.
Oh my god. Well, we shall see. What's Violet rolling?
Disadvantage, right, for
Yes,
athletics?
because still exhausted. Beyond all reason,
Let's Gala's gonna use a hero point.
Violet. I don't allow hero points between players
Oh.
because otherwise it could be everyone just could use hero points. Beyond all reason, Gala, you take out the knife. You begin to move it to your throat, but there's a moment where you hesitate because you are trying to.
Doesn't really want to kill
Yeah.
himself.
You hesitate, and in that moment of hesitation, Violet grabs your hand. Actually, Violet, I'm gonna say, just for dramatic purposes, you grab the blade with your own hand, blood beginning to pour into the water. As you stop, you take 1 point of damage. As you stop the knife from reaching her throat. Sherry, roll me a death saving throw, please.
Oh boy.
A death saving throw,
You
please.
do not need to roll death saving throw because you have a positive number of hit points, or I've already reached 3 successful saving throws. I need to set my hit points to 0 before it'll let me.
Oh, well, you do immediately go to 0 hit points, so that makes sense.
I'm up!
Yo!
Hey, yo! Wait, no,
That's
wait.
supposed to work.
But that's not how it works, though. It's only if you roll a critical on the second save, or the final save.
No, unless it's your house rules. Because the normal death saving throws is if you roll 20 on any of them, you're up with 1 hit point.
House rules doesn't have anything about crits when it comes to dying.
This is true. I might have been misinterpreting the rules for a long time.
It happens.
So I assume it's just whatever the baseline is as far as the house, like since
So
it's not covering
I
the house.
have good news and I have bad news. Which one do you want first?
Let's
Good
go with
news.
the good news.
Good news.
Okay, good news. You pass the saving throws. You gain 1 hit point.
What's the bad news?
You immediately reach 0 hit points, and next turn you're going to start doing that saving throws because you're still underwater and suffocating.
Yep, and I count as having a wound, don't I?
And I'm not going to apply a wound for this.
Okay. All right.
Not for this moment, no. That
No wounds on crit save death.
Just
saves.
double checking because I did go up and go down.
but this time I will say no. It doesn't make sense. But yes.
Okay.
So in that moment, Gala, Violet stopped you by grabbing the blade.
Scarlet's just like kind of her eyes widen. She just starts like she can't really speak underwater without her message thing, so she just starts like wrestling to try and get free,
Okay.
get the blade back.
As you wrestle to get free, you all hear. Well, those that are conscious, two of you, hear in your heads. No bargain has been made. Proceed. As the water begins to go down.
Gala starts to relax.
Violet immediately goes to grab
She's-
Sherry and like try and lift her above the water as it starts to recede.
Okay. Sherry, roll a that saving throw. But now, if you go to 1 HP, you will in fact be stable. But now you're still drowning. Okay, that is a pass. The water begins to lower very quickly as Azure is just floating there in the middle of the water until she just lands and is just, the Yamcha pose. She just has the Yamcha pose as the water begins to filter out through the holes it came in through. And as the water reaches the ground level, it's just wet now. You can do a medicine check to try to resuscitate Sherry, or feed her a potion, whichever you prefer.
Violet's just gonna feed. Violet doesn't know all this like fancy schmancy medicine stuff, and she's tired as well. She's just gonna take one of her potions and feed it to Sherry.
Okay. You open the potion bottle, you feed it into her mouth. You actually see, it's almost like the magical properties of the healing potion expel the water from her lungs. As if this very foreign thing that should not be in this place just expels the water. And she wakes up.
Is the illusion still here, or did it disappear?
The illusion is gone, and you all, as the water level disappears, you also hear the door unlocking behind you.
Gala is like glaring at the middle of the room where the illusion used to be, and she just like
Get out of here!
She just presses some buttons to like deploy her armor again, and then she gives it some 2 big robot middle fingers.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, antagonize the illusion that just nearly party.
Yeah, Gala is gonna do that. Yeah, she is gonna antagonize it.
The door immediately goes, "Oh, it's like that, is it?" Immediately refills it with water. No, I'm kidding. I am, motherfucker. You want to test me?
Azure's still unconscious, right?
Yes, Azure is still unconscious. She's stable because she wasn't gonna be drowning, so I'm gonna say she's stable. But she is unconscious.
Okay. Violet's gonna grab Azure and start to like drag her towards the door.
Okay. And I want to say, Sherry,
Yeah.
You wake up in. First of all, you wake up in Violet's arms, spitting out water. You didn't die. Yay.
Let's just leave this room. I
Oh,
don't
Ram is
like it
gone.
in this room.
Oh, Rama's gone.
Yeah, because he hit 0 hit points, so that means he disappears immediately.
Yeah. So, you drag the unconscious Azure out, and what you see before you is another corridor that stretches beyond your dark vision. You
Alright.
You drag Azure for a few feet longer, and Azure, you begin to cough water as you start to wake up. You are being held by Violet. I'm gonna say Violet and Gala because both of you would be helping, I assume.
Yeah. I'm gonna nominate that we take a break. Thanks for stopping me, Violet.
Violet's gonna like bop both Gala and Azure on the head, just like idiots, you are idiots. How so stupid. You're,
What do you mean? What do you expect? I don't want. Look, I didn't think there was anything else, and like the others were unconscious, and it said
we were just in a room where that doing nothing and not just was the solution. And here you go. It tells you, oh, kill yourself.
Yeah, but doing
and y'all are
nothing
like,
wasn't the solution.
Okay, I'll kill myself.
Listen,
That's
doing nothing
fine."
wasn't the solution in the first room. I thought that, why would I think it would be the same? I'd think it would be different each time.
Violet just is gonna storm off and kind of like sit
Shut
down,
up.
like crisscross apple stop, and like face the other way, like pouting, just like.
Mm-hmm. Azure, you literally woke up to this.
She's gonna try to compose herself, not really saying anything.
Yeah, basically, as soon as Azure woke up, Violet knew she was
Yeah.
okay. She got popped on the head.
Oh, by the way, Azure, you're also at 1 HP.
No, I'm not. That's what they wanted.
You want to
Fine.
test me? You want to test me? You
Nope.
want to test me? Okay.
Nope, not after that.
Okay.
Suddenly, the ceiling has a leak and water falls down.
No, it's just
oh, no,
it's
she's in
just
the portion
rocks.
of water breathing. She can't drown.
It's just rocks. It's just rocks. Rocks fall, you die. So, are you still have 15 minutes left on the potion of necrotic resistance? Do you wish to take a short rest, or a long rest? Short rest will be 1 hour. Long rest will be 8 hours.
Question for DM as far as mechanics
Yes.
go. Before we like, if we did a long rest, but we didn't get we still got exhausted, so we didn't get the benefits of a long rest.
Before
some of us.
you had to pass a. What happened before, just to remind you, was you had to pass a wisdom saving throw to see if you actually gain the benefits of a long rest, and you can sleep.
Okay.
If you fail the wisdom saving throw, you'll have to do a constitution saving throw, and depending on the result of the constitution saving throw, you may gain exhaustion or not. To be able to recover exhaustion and to be able to benefit from a long rest, you'll need to pass the wisdom saving throw.
Okay. And then if we say someone fails the saving throw and doesn't gain the benefits of a long rest, will they also not gain any benefits they would from like a short rest because it's like a technically rest, or like?
I would grant a short rest. I would still grant a short rest if you want.
Okay. Okay, I was just checking to make sure, like, if it was like a.
Because short rest, you don't need
one or
to
the other.
need to sleep. You don't actually need to sleep. You don't actually need to. It's because a short rest is just 1 hour of the 8 hours. So yeah, you
Gotcha.
still gain the benefit of a short rest, just not a long rest, and you might gain exhaustion, or it all depends on what you roll. So what is your decision right now? You have another corridor You don't know what lies ahead because you stopped. I would say you stopped right in front of this last door. So what is the decision that the party takes?
Wait.
Yes.
We stopped in. Wait, hang on.
You exited the
I'm
room.
confused.
You exited
Yeah.
the room. You walked for like 1 or 2 minutes, and as you
Oh,
woke
okay.
up, and so you're like in the middle of this corridor. You don't know how far you
Oh,
have
okay.
until.
When you said in front of the door, I thought you meant we found another door. And I was
Oh
like,
no,
what?
in front of the door that you just left, basically.
Right. Okay. Look, I mean, we could, go for a bit longer, but like, I mean, I think it's dangerous if we do. We're in pretty bad condition right now. We kind of need to take it easy, I think. Agreed?
I think you're right. I think I mean, it's not gonna, any of this necrotic resistance, it's not gonna do anything for us if we're already at death's door anyway.
Yeah, look, let's, exactly, like, let's consider it realistically, like, say we do encounter another one of those rooms, even if we do get in because we can't get through the weird mist stuff. Yeah, we might just have something we need to fight and we'll die because like we don't have any like. I'm out of energy. Like I'm a bit spent really. So
Yeah, I think maybe resting and
yeah.
doing our best to try and
All right.
recover
How long
things.
are we resting for? Because I mean, we can try to sleep. I don't know if it'll work because there's these annoying spooks around. Shut up, you.
I think, I mean, we might as well try for as long as possible. I mean, I don't know. I mean, we could just always get more exhausted, but okay. So out of character question. So because we don't have disadvantage on saving throws.
Not yet. No.
So
If Gala
Yeah.
if Gala gets one more exhaustion, she'll have disadvantage on saving throws.
Yeah, I know. As is, we have
Mhm.
2 hero points. Someone who got a villain point, otherwise we'd have 3. But we do have.
Oh, it's a bad thing. Right, sorry.
Yeah, we do have options of getting, of saving some bad rolls for. I mean, you could always just roll bad again. But like, I'm just trying to think. Like, we can recover hit points from a short rest, but no one's gonna get their spell slots back.
Yes, nobody. None of you.
No one who has used spells will gain them back.
That's fair.
Um,
That's a fair assessment. Yeah.
mm,
and then I mean, I don't even know, like, as far as like other people's like stuff like people use extended, what gets back on a short rest. Like, I think the Azures and turned undeads will come back. I think.
The channel divinity. You mean?
Good. That's a good
Yeah.
question.
Does that come back on a short rest? I can't remember.
Let me confirm.
Channel divinity. When you finish a short or long rest, you regain the expended uses.
Yeah.
So
oh.
yeah, channel divinity is a short rest thing.
Yeah, but Azures still be spent on spell slots. Gala will still be spent on spell slots.
I mean, well, maybe we could, rest for a little bit, right? And then
I guess
we'll
it's
just see
yeah.
if we reach another one of those mists. Maybe we'll go for longer. But like for now, just in case anything's in the corridor, right? Let's just
Yeah, that's
take it
a
easy
good
for an
point.
hour
We
or
don't know
so.
how safe it is here.
Yeah.
Let's rest for a little bit, and then we can
Alright.
always just rest longer later.
I will say
Yeah.
this: you've never spent this long in front of one of the doors after you pass them. After a while, you actually see the door begins to close by itself.
Spooky.
Mm.
Ooh.
Let's I need rest.
Okay.
I'm gonna
Okay,
I'm
so-
gonna just do a bit of maintenance.
You
We'll
can
start with a short rest.
you can use your hit dice for the short rest because nobody's
Yes.
nothing seems to be bothering you. However, the effects of the necrotic resistance will be over, and the effects of even the water breathing are gone. I think the water breathing potion is just
How do you
Presumably, it's just an
1
hour.
hour. Yeah.
how do you do hit dice on this
Oh,
thing?
to do hit die, you let's see.
Oh wait, I found
do
them.
you see where hit dice say?
Short
You do
rest.
short rest.
Right, I
Yeah.
I'm
found it.
rolling 3 of them.
Okay.
Cherry's just curling in the corner, being sad.
Why does it always say max? Or are you just rolling maximum? Ooh. Oh. For a moment, I thought you were rolling maximum.
Yeah, I'm just that good.
No, yeah.
Oh, that's so nice that it automatically adds it to your hit points.
Yeah.
That is
That's
very
cool.
convenient.
Yeah.
It's nice.
Actually, once I got used to Foundry, I really started liking
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
This thing. Yeah. It's
It has a lot of
pretty
nice features. It has a lot of nice features,
Mm-hmm.
and there's pros and cons. I still wish you could just create a new tab for your character sheet instead of
Yeah.
having to constantly open it back
Mm.
up.
Unfortunately, that is an issue. Yes. But on the plus side, I don't have to pay them every year. It was just a one payment thing and done, and Roll20. Plus, this one has dice that that you can customize, which is nice. All right. Once you are done with your rolling of the dice,
Azure's just rolling all the dice.
Damn.
damn, Azure, just I gotta get back. I gotta get back.
Only you regain half back on the long rest, but
Yeah, you do regain half of them. Yes,
I
half your
mean,
total.
I don't have spell slots. I might as well have HP.
This is true.
very fair.
Very fair, actually. Yeah. You still have cantrips. You can do this with just
Yeah,
cantrips.
I have all that mending.
Yeah.
Yeah, Violet's gotten by with just cantrips so far. Those infamous
Yeah,
Bard
but-
cantrips she's been
Uh-huh.
slinging
Yeah.
around.
Bard cantrips are way stronger.
Bard cantrips are
Mhm.
super strong.
Damn.
Anyway, you finish patching yourselves up, trying to dry your clothes as best you can, at least wring them out, because you're soaked. You manage to rest up the best way you can in this hour. You pick up your things. You begin to drag your feet, your tired, weary feet, down the corridor. And it takes you about 10 minutes before you stumble into another fog gate.
All
By
right.
the way,
do we
Sherry,
wanna
you're
rest
still
for longer before going in.
Sherry, you're still mute, by the way.
No.
Nah.
Azure's gonna draw the sword. Two-hander. Just done with this place. And step right in.
Oh, all right then.
You
Wait,
wait. I
let's-
want everyone else to get a chance to stop you, because they see you
Okay.
get ready to go in. Does anyone try to stop Azure as she, two-handed sword begins to charge into the room?
No, it's not a two-handed sword. It's a one-handed.
Two hands on her sword. Starts
Yes.
to go into the
Violet's
room.
gonna grab Azure, kind of grabs her wait, hold on. We need to decide if we want to go in right now or rest for more.
Violet, There are two ways: front or back. Are you going
I
back?
mean,
We're
but
going
if we
ahead.
if we
Okay,
rest
I'm
longer,
gonna
we could
say
get.
it. I think it might be a good idea to try and rest. Because we're all a bit spent. We don't know what's through here. It could be a big scary monster.
No, it's not.
We
You
can
just hear from the
sleep
other side
either,
of the.
Vala.
No, it's not.
It's not. Hey!
I mean, wait, and no, yeah, Sherry, you can't like get rum back, can you? Is that? Can you shake your head, nod your head?
Is that an
Very
agreeable
shakes her
grunt?
head.
All right. I was going to say, if we could have rum, when we could have rum check the other side, but yeah, I think we should try and rest.
The thing is, we can't sleep either. The voices will
Yeah.
haunt us.
I mean, I suppose. All right,
We
should we
just
just
get
do
even
it?
more tired. No, no.
All right, yeah.
I mean,
I guess if we
could
spend too
try
long
our
just trying to
best.
rest, I'm already. If we spend too long, then we're just going to get ourselves in a worse condition, aren't we? So.
Yeah.
All right, let's do it.
All right. Andrew steps in.
Who begins to walk through the gate? Everyone? Anyone stopping each other? I just want to do final.
No, we're
Once
going
once
through.
Azure walks in, Violet just kind of whimpers a bit before stepping in herself.
Oh,
Violet is the most okay person in here.
she is.
Barry still has
Okay.
all of her spell slots.
Yeah.
So does
Bard,
Violet,
you know.
but that doesn't mean she wants to go in again.
Well, you go in. And as you enter this room, all of you are faced with just complete and utter darkness. You can't see anything, even those with dark vision or goggles that grant dark vision cannot see anything in front of them.
Or glowing gauntlets that light things up.
And the glowing gauntlets do not seem to be able to light anything up. This seems to be a powerful magical darkness that engulfs everything. And at this moment, you also feel the moment you step in, you feel a pressure as if multiple individuals are laying on top of you, as you have multiple people on your shoulders, making you all bend your knees and struggle to just even stand, as this cold, empty darkness surrounds you, and you just feel this pressure on top of you.
Oh, that's not very nice.
Guys, can anyone see? I
No, I can't see.
You can't even see each other at this point.
Can we feel each other? Like, are we still like?
You can reach out and
Press-
feel each other. Yes, if since you just entered, you're right at the entrance. You can reach out and feel each other. Yes.
Old hands.
But that's a good idea. Question.
Yes.
For a magical darkness like this,
Yes.
it only applies to the current plane. It doesn't extend to other planes, does it?
You don't know. You can roll an Arcana.
I wouldn't know. Yeah, can I? That's what I'm asking. Can I roll an Arcana to?
You can roll an Arcana. Yeah.
All right. Disadvantage.
Let's go. Disadvantage. Let's
That's
go.
an 8. That's an 8. I probably
That's an
don't
8.
know.
You have no idea. You've never encountered
Alright.
this level of magical darkness before.
All right. Look, let's just take it easy, slowly. and here's the plan. All right, we're gonna make a lap of the room, going around from the left, and we're gonna fill the walls for the door. Sound good?
Sounds great. Good
Alright.
idea.
I'm gonna say you're currently in front of the room in the same position that you are on stream, as in Gal is on the left, Azure is all the way to the right, with Violet and Sherry in the middle, as you're all holding hands. In a chain, basically. Okay? Are you going left or right?
Carla said left, so
Okay.
left.
Always go
Yeah.
left in a maze.
Okay, so Gala, you begin to walk left. You take one step before the others have to catch you because your foot doesn't land on anything.
Oh, that's fun. All right.
Plus, you remember it's really hard to walk as this pressure is just immense on your shoulders.
All right.
Oh, I
Here's-
remember this puzzle from the Zelda Game Boy Color games. If we pause and unpause the screen, we'll be able to see what tiles are actually walkable really quickly.
Oh, right. Okay, you can try that.
Yeah.
Sure.
All right. Here's my idea.
It's too bad that Sherry can't talk. Otherwise, Sherry would just be able to share the solution with the
Oh,
rest of us.
true. Yes. Gala.
Listen, here's my idea. All right. I'm gonna get down on my hands and knees. All right. I want whoever's behind me just leave your hand on my back or whatever. Keep track of me. And I'm just gonna slowly, very slowly, go forward and feel everywhere that I go with my hands first, because then I won't fall.
Wait, Colin. It's best if we use a rope instead of just holding hands.
Right. All right. Let's tie a rope around each other. Yeah, that's a good idea as well.
Yeah.
Oh, so you're gonna tie each other like around the waist to each other?
Yeah.
Okay, so you spent a few moments doing that sluggishly, as it's even hard to move your arms. You managed to do that. You're starting to get real tired just from standing and doing this little movement.
All right. With that, then Gala is gonna start carefully crawling forward, and if she feels nothing beneath a hand, it's fine, because she has her legs and also one of her arm on the ground still, so
That's fair. All right.
she's not gonna fall.
So you begin to crawl forward. You all following, with Violet and Sherry in the middle, and Azure bringing up the rear. And as you continue to crawl, you notice that after a few feet, the way forward seems to be solid. When you start to deviate away from this trajectory, that you start to feel that there is nothing to touch.
Okay.
However, at this point,
okay.
this pressure is so intense that I want everyone to roll me a Constitution saving throw.
Okay.
Right, it's a good
Womp
thing that we
womp.
have disadvantage on that.
No, you don't have disadvantage. You don't have disadvantage yet.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, it's a good
Oh,
thing that I
if you
don't.
fail, yes. If you fail, you'll start to have disadvantage on that Gala. The others just have like half speed. Okay, so Sherry 16, Azure 17, Gala
We do have hero points.
21,
Violet.
Violet 11.
Yeah. Should I use one, guys?
That's up to you.
It's up to you. I mean, it's higher than 10, but do you want to risk
Yeah,
it?
do it. Yeah, do it.
All right. I'll do it just to play it on the safe side.
I didn't get to kill myself. You don't get to kill yourself.
If I can't do it, no one can.
Ooh, Oh,
that's
You
better.
should
Okay.
love yourself.
But now we don't know if
Okay.
11 passes, guys.
Well,
Well,
you
oh,
don't know if
well.
11 passes, but you're all okay for the time being. You do get that this pressure, it just makes you want to just stop and do nothing, but you keep pushing, you keep walking, you gotta you gotta keep going forward. And you continue forward.
Hmm.
Gala, you've been crawling on your hands and knees.
Gala doesn't trust that just going forward is going to keep
That's very fair. I will
the
say
path
though,
there, so she is going to keep crawling.
it does make all the movement you're doing like super slow. Like the
Yeah,
progress,
that's fine.
that's perfectly fine. But you continue. It feels like all of you have been in here walking for about 10 minutes with multiple pounds, dozens of pounds just on your shoulders. It's almost like the weight is increasing the longer you walk forward, or you're just getting more and more tired. You don't know. You just know that it's just a lot of pressure. You can't see anything. For some of you, this is the darkest you've ever experienced in your life. It's actually unnerving to those with dark vision to be in a place where the darkness is so thick, not even your dark vision is able to push through. And you continue to walk. Another Constitution saving throw, please. Gala with a 22.
Sure with a 5.
5. Sherry with a 17. And
Well, there's
Violet
that 11
with the
again.
11.
Azure, you're gonna use that remaining hero point.
Yeah.
Don't worry, don't worry, Spyro. I'm sure our lovely viewers will soon give us another hero point.
Or not. Or give me another villain point.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, that would just
I mean,
now
boss
they just
can't
need to make
die,
it
so-
even. You know.
Don't worry, I got ya.
Squish RB. Got it.
See,
Oh,
guys,
that's what
see,
the pressure's
party.
doing.
All right. So,
The streaming group says squish Ocio, not squish me.
Don't squish me.
no. So you all actually, Gala, as you're crawling, you start to
Mhm.
realize that the rope that is attached to Violet is beginning to to grow less slack as she's dragging behind a little bit, while Sherry, you actually get to a point where at certain points you actually feel and touch Violet. She's beginning to slow down. As Violet, you are getting so tired you don't even want to move. It's not going to stop you right now, but you're so tired.
Come on, troopers. Let's do this. I believe we can march to a beat or something. Has anyone got any songs? No? All right.
We have a bard.
We do have a
I know
bar.
prayers. We could pray.
Yeah, yeah. We could pray. Yeah. Sure.
Let's just be quick and get out of here.
All right.
Okay.
Okay, Violet, stand strong. We're gonna do this, okay? Focus on breathing. and praying.
I want everyone to roll me a wisdom saving throw.
Okay.
Advantage because we're praying.
No. Jesus ain't helping you now, bitch.
Jesus definitely isn't helping us.
Yeah,
It's
he's
helping
not
Azure though.
at
Azure's
all.
the one praying.
Yeah, not to Jesus though.
Okay.
We don't have any hero points, do we?
No. No hero
Nope.
points.
Well,
As you're moving, Gala, your knees hurt. Your hands have been scraped. Actually,
actually, I'm wearing
you
my
have
armor.
gloves, so yeah, your knees hurt though. Your knees hurt. The weight is so strong. You just need a break. You and Sherry, you just need a break. You just need a break. You just need to stop for a moment. It's too dark. It's
Let's
too
just stop for a moment.
disorienting. You just need a break. You just need a break. The other two, you feel like Sherry and Gala are beginning to give up.
Can we just take a break for like just a sec? I just need a rest. Like it's kind of hard just crawling, you know. Like
No, we can't.
No.
We have to get
With
out of
this
here,
pressure,
guys.
we'll be crushed under it. Come on, Gala. We're almost there.
Are we though?
Yes.
Yeah.
Come on, throw a coin, see if it hits a ward or something.
Azure pretends to throw a coin, like, bing! See, Gala, the wall is right over there.
Azure, I'm not stupid.
Yeah, sometimes you are.
You made that. No, I'm not. You made that sound with your mouth.
No, I didn't. It was with Okay, fine then.
I mean, it came from you. Why would it come from? If it did hit a ward, it would come from in front of me.
Okay, you try being optimistic for once. It's hard, okay?
I know it's
I'm
hard.
used
That's
to
why I'm
just
not.
being pessimistic. You really want to die in a
Look,
place like this?
Well, no,
Not even
that's,
proving
that's-
that
that's-
you don't dance bad. Huh? Huh?
Gala,
You're gonna.
Gala,
Yeah.
Azure's optimism, quote unquote, is really
It's-
getting on your nerves beyond what normally they would. In this situation, her voice is really annoying at this moment. And Sherry, a thought pops in your head, even though you're silent. This is kinda Violet's fault that you're in this. If you think about it, kinda their fault.
Azure, can you just like stop talking? Thanks.
I can stop
Right.
talking when we're out of here.
No, stop
Alright.
talking now.
We're not out of here yet, so Gala, if you want me to stop talking, start walking. Oh,
Oh,
that's
I
awesome.
can't walk because otherwise we'll fall into a pit and die.
Well,
I don't
crawl,
really want that.
whatever you goblins
Guys,
do.
let's
maybe
just
what-
be quiet and keep it going, can we? We're not arguing amongst ourselves. Isn't doing anything. Let's just keep going. All right.
Yes, let's go. I'll give you a piggyback ride, Gala. How about that?
Actually, at this point, I'm gonna say, Sherry, you can
Yeah?
speak again because it's been long enough. Only if you want to.
Harry just crawls into a ball.
Okay, so you all notice that Sherry's just. You feel Azure because you're behind Sherry. As you're walking, you feel the rope that was supposed to be tied to Sherry pull back as if you passed her.
Sherry. She starts pulling the rope. Oh, come on, Sherry. Let's go. Don't die here.
Die here or die next one. It's just gonna keep happening.
You don't know that? Prove it.
I don't know. It's not gonna.
Well, it's fine, Terry. I don't know either. Let's go and see. Violet, get Gala going. Let's go, Sherry. I'll help you up.
Oh.
Are you helping Sherry?
Yeah.
Okay. Violet. What are you doing?
Helping Gala, I guess.
Okay. Gala. Gala, do you continue forward with the help of your friend?
Regrettably.
Okay. I want another Constitution saving throw. However, Gala and Sherry, both of you roll with advantage.
Oh.
Oh.
As Azure and Violet are helping you.
Yay! I rolled 2 5s.
Aww.
Two people with advantage both rolled lower than the 2 people without advantage.
That is kind of disgusting, actually, if you think about it. Yeah, well, as you continue to walk for a few minutes longer, even with the help, Gala, you get another point of exhaustion. Sherry, you gain a point of exhaustion. Gala, it is so hard to keep moving. You don't. It's so. Your limbs are feeling so tired.
Tired. I don't want to keep
so
going.
So can Violet tell that like? So what is it like? Gala's like doesn't have like the strength to like.
She's just her
You just,
body
like,
is
start to crawl?
starting to give out because she is so tired.
Oh, Gala, do you need some? You got this. Like, is it just painful? Does it hurt? Like,
Everywhere
is that,
hurts. I'm
here?
tired.
Violet's. I mean, Violet's thinking it's all this like crawling and stuff like that. That's like physical exhaustion on Gala. Violet is going to cast a spell on, since she's touching Gala.
Yeah.
And she is going to cast Fly.
Okay.
Here, maybe this will help you. I mean, it should. You won't have to crawl at least.
Whoa. This is weird. I mean, I still need to check that you all. I mean, now I won't fall into a pit, but like, I need to make sure you all won't. I mean, I think maybe this might help actually, though. I mean, I'm not like crawling, so maybe. Right.
Maybe I don't know.
Give it a try.
Yeah.
Give it a try. Oh,
Maybe we could be. Maybe it could be quicker now because you don't have to worry about falling. You don't have to.
Yeah, I get. Yeah, yeah. Actually, that's true. I guess. Yeah.
I will say at the same time, Sherry, you are really starting to feel the exhaustion that everyone has been feeling thus far, not just a mental one. Violet, the rope does get like more tense between you and Sherry as she is dragging her feet. Even with Azure's help, who by the way is also extremely tired, so they're complimenting each other at this point.
The light giveth, and the light taketh.
Gala's relatively appeased, though. Even though she's tired, at least flying means that she's not physically exerting herself, so that
Yeah.
does actually help.
And speaking
she
of
just has
which,
to touch the
yes.
ground.
And speaking of which, I will say, at this point, Gala, that you got the help from Violet and some encouragement.
Okay.
I'm going to give you advantage on your wisdom saving throw.
Okay.
Sherry, you're going to get advantage on your wisdom saving throw. Well, Gala, your advantage is countered by the disadvantage, but you rolled normally. Sherry, you gain advantage on a wisdom saving throw. And everyone else, so Azure and Violet, you roll normally another wisdom saving throw. 17. Violet is just a chipper, mentally strong.
I mean, Violet is kind of optimism personified.
Yeah. So it makes sense. It makes sense. Just waiting for Azure.
Yeah, while Azure is, and then also.
Ooh.
Oh no.
So, Azure, you've been helping Sherry this whole time, and she's not even putting in the effort. She is not putting in the effort that you are supposed to be putting. Also, a hero point from Rafi. Actually,
do we want maybe Gala to use that so
Gala
doesn't get
can't,
another wisdom?
Gala can't because Gala already has disadvantage and advantage is involved.
No, it canceled out, so it's a normal roll.
But they're still involved. They're still involved. So it's so
then
the only one that can use it is Azure. Azure,
Yeah,
It's
do you
better
want
for
to
Azure
use
to use it anyway because she rolled
Yeah.
one. She rolled like a two.
I kind of don't want to use it.
Okay.
No.
It's your choice.
Oh, damn
It
it.
is Azure's choice. So Azure.
I will use it. I will
it is your choice.
reluctantly use it because it would be hilarious for roleplay. But
Listen. It's up to the player. The player is the one that chooses. So that's up to you.
Player is the one who rolls, unless you're AFK.
Unless you're AFK, yes. So it's up to you. Do you want to use it or not?
I can't refuse a hero point.
Okay.
That's from Rafi.
Okay. Well, go on. Thank you, Rafi.
It was better.
It was marginally better, yeah. So,
There you go. You got the best of both worlds.
Best of both
you get
worlds.
to use the hero point
best of
and
both
still
worlds.
fail the
You
save.
know, shoot, that's exactly what I thought as soon
There
as I
you
saw
go.
that.
So, okay. Azure. You've been helping Sherry. You've been trying to help Sherry, and she is just dragging her feet. You are using way too much strength. You are using way too much energy. Why can't she just do it? Why can't she just go? And
You know what? You know what? You win. You want to die? Let's all die. You happy? Okay, let's die. And there's sits down. Let's all die.
Okay.
This is what you want, right?
Sherry
Guys,
sits down and calls up a
No,
ball.
let's.
actually, Sherry, you're not as affected by those feelings as before. It's almost like Azure helped you, and you can do this. You can still choose to go, yeah, all right, whatever. That's up to you. I'm just saying the feelings that just unnatural feelings that came before are not as strong. Meanwhile, I also want to point out, Gala.
Gala's not even moving forward.
Yeah.
She's like a balloon. She's just kind of being pulled along. She's
Sorry.
just floating there and being pulled along by whoever was second in line.
We have a
And-
goblin balloon.
And nobody's moving because Azure just sat down.
Come on, Azure. Violet's gonna come on, you can do it. Come on, let's just go, please.
I know I can, Violet, but no one wants to. Everyone wants to die.
I
so
want
let's
to.
Die.
Doesn't that mean anything to you?
Violet,
Doesn't it mean that
you
I
dark
want to?
Maybe
Violet.
it's a good
You
place
know
to-
exactly why you don't count, Violet.
Sure. Damn it! Just come on, please, for me. For me.
Little rolls her eyes and stands up.
I know
Okay.
you're rolling your eyes, even though I can't see, but please.
Sherry, you were about to say
Yeah.
something.
Cherry's like, this place is dark. Feels like a good place to sleep. I'm just taking a nap. I'm so tired.
Sherry, no, come on. Come on, we can do this, guys. We're probably right there. Come on.
Right where? I mean, can't you ask Woo? Hey,
He doesn't respond. He just. Come on. We just have to get going, guys. It's any longer. We can. There's always time to stop and rest later, okay? Even if we don't manage to get out, that means we just stop later. So why not at least keep trying for now?
Because I'm tired. I don't really want to move.
It's a. Come on, guys. We just gotta get going, please.
Violet, are you ahead of the pack pulling both the floating goblin balloon and Sherry, who's just both Sherry and Azure are just
If they
dragging their
start
feet.
moving, Sherry will get up and start moving
Okay.
again.
Well, Azure did say Azure started to get up.
Yeah. I will say this. I want another Constitution saving throw, but Gala, you gain advantage because you're just being a balloon being pulled along.
Mm-hmm. This is a con save, right? You said?
Yes, Violet, you gain disadvantage because you're pulling the balloon along and you're trying to lead the pack. Sherry
Yeah.
and Violet, both of you roll normally.
Sherry and Azure, you mean?
Sherry and Azure, yes, sorry.
Well, we can't even have a cooldown for your point to try and cancel out this. Okay. Constitution, right?
Yep, with disadvantage.
Disadvantaged. Oh, God. Guys,
Okay,
killing me.
so
I gotta
Killed
say,
me.
this is the funniest room so far.
Gala, you do not gain another point of exhaustion, as you are literally just a balloon, like hanging. Your legs and I can imagine your legs and feet are just hanging down, as you're just floating there, being pulled
Menacingly.
along menacingly. Azure, you have renewed strength. You don't gain another point of exhaustion as you're still dragging your feet. But it's so fucking hard. It's so fucking hard to just keep going. But you can. You're still strong. Your body is not giving way yet. Sherry, you get another point of exhaustion as you are literally dragging your feet. And at this point, Azure is the one propelling you forward by pulling on your rope. There's no semblance of a line anymore. And finally,
We're just glad that we haven't fallen down yet.
yeah, and finally, Violet, you get another point of exhaustion. Now you have 3.
Wait,
You had 2.
oh yeah, because last time she failed as well.
Yeah.
She's failed twice, yeah.
And now, as you continue, this room seems to go on for longer than the fucking tunnel before it. The pressure just keeps mounting. You are struggling. Some of you have given up. But because the others are pulling you along, you continue to go forward. And Azure... No, sorry. Violet. I keep mixing you two up. God damn it. So, Violet, you are at the head of the pack. Struggling to move. Struggling to stay up. You reach out with your hand as you're about to fall forward. And your hand hits something solid. Your weary eyes look down, and you see the faintest of light in the shape of Harsin's symbol. And you all hear a door unlock, and the door opens, causing you, Violet, to fall forward out of this darkness and landing on the other side of the darkness into another corridor, like before, but this time you don't feel the pressure, you don't feel the darkness, and everyone as you leave, you feel the same. No pressure, no darkness, and those thoughts of anger towards others, frustration towards yourselves, and just thoughts of just giving up seem more distant and more, and like they have less of a grip on you immediately the moment you leave the room. And you can take a breath as the weight is no longer on you.
That sucked real bad.
Yeah,
I still feel like shit though.
I feel worse.
Trust me, you don't.
Relative to when
We
I
should
went in
rest
there.
now.
Yeah, I'm gonna sleep for like a year.
Or 8 hours, whatever, you know.
I will say this: in front of you, actually see the corridor doesn't stretch for too long because you have like 60 feet of dark vision, right? So you
Mhm.
actually see up ahead. You see an archway.
Wait, there's something there. It's not just corridor. We got to see at least what that is.
Okay.
You sure?
Yeah, I'm sure.
Do you also have the rope around you, or are you taking off the rope? Just want to ask.
Yeah, probably for the best.
What, to take off the rope?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So you take off the rope and you continue. You see you don't see a corridor. You see an archway. This archway doesn't have the fog like before. And as you walk through it, you see there's a small room. There's benches on either side of the room. And then there's a door. A large, 15 feet tall door with words inscribed above the door. What languages do you all speak? Just real quick, just to make sure.
Common, Elvish, and Terran.
Okay.
The humans aren't a thing. What is common supposed to be? Shouldn't Elvish just be the common language?
That makes sense. Yeah.
No, because the elves did develop, because the other races had their own languages. The elves and the other races just started to develop a language that is like more universal. Because
I know
Gotcha.
common, halfling, and thieves can't.
okay, because I will say this: the elves do consider their own language to be far superior than what the other races should be able to speak.
Yes, of course.
We wouldn't have the riffraff to speak our tongue, would we?
Of course.
Okay, common, Elvish, Dwarvish, Orc, and Fiendish.
Okay.
Just common and goblin.
I guess none of you.
Wait, no, I have more. No, I have more.
Have more.
Yeah, I have one more. Why is this not on my? Yeah, sorry, I was just checking. I was just logging onto Roll20 because I only had common and goblin on my thingy sheet, and I thought I had one more, and I do have one more, and the last one is abyssal.
Thingy sheet.
Abyssal.
Yeah.
Well,
Yes.
abyssal. Okay, by the way, abyssal and infernal are all mixed into fiendish.
Okay, so fiendish.
Yeah, it's just think of them as different dialects.
Okay.
Oh, another hero point from work.
Thanks, work.
Yay.
Thank you, work.
Sort of like how the 4 elemental languages are just like dialects.
Yeah, basically. So, as you you would know Fiendish, but you don't recognize these words above the gate. But there is a closed gate before you, and this just empty room with just the benches on the side and the big door.
Do we hear moaning like we have been?
You
Well-
hear faint moaning, yes.
Luckily, I have a thing for this actually. Hang on, I'm a bit tired, but I should still. I have a separate capacity for this, so that I can always do. It's important for when I'm going through ruins and stuff like that. I don't know as many languages myself, but this she kind of knocks on the side of her helmet. This thing does.
Wait, sorry. I speak other languages. I'm so sorry.
What languages?
I speak Common, Elven, Sylvan, Celestial, and Primordial.
Oh! That changes things. Because this is Celestial.
I
So,
knew it was. It was so weird for one of my characters, especially a cleric, not to speak Celestial.
This is true. I will say this as I'm gonna say this as Gala begins to describe that she the methods she uses to interpret languages. Immediately, you just hear Azure begin to read it next to you, and Azure.
Oh, that's awesome, Gala. I didn't know you could make a sure read it.
Yeah, that's me. Doing
And so,
that.
what is it? What is it? In all seriousness, what's your reading
I'm
out?
gonna check to make
Azure.
sure I'm not missing any languages.
Yeah, go check. Azure. Above the door.
Nope, I'm good.
In Celestial, you read, "Welcome. Be at rest."
He just widens her eyes, absolutely terrified. It's welcoming us, telling us, be at rest.
Barry starts pulling out her bedroll. I'm ready.
So just to
Are there
clarify,
any,
we hear the moaning, but it's not as loud as previously.
Nah, it's more or less the same. It's not.
Okay.
It doesn't feel as aggressive, but it's still.
But we'd probably
it's
still have
around.
the same difficulty sleeping.
Yes.
It
All right,
could
let's
be a
go in
trick.
here. If we can rest in there, that would be really cool. So let's go inside.
It could be a trick, Gala. We're dealing with fiends and creatures of evil.
Yeah, but
Don't
if we
you
try
think
and
that-
rest right
oh,
here, then
Isn't
we're
it
just gonna
in
get more tired.
Celestial? Did you say?
Yeah, Violet, but I also speak Primordial.
Look, listen, all right, let's just open it and,
And-
see what's past. We don't have to go in. We can just see what's in there.
Anyone can speak anything and write anything. It could be a trick. Devils work in devilish ways.
Yeah, but the alternative is we try to rest here and we don't because of the ghosts. And I really need to rest. Like really, really.
All right, just give it a rest already.
Heh.
This
would if
time
I
it is
could.
Violet that rolls her eyes, having learned from
Azure
the
is
best.
so proud.
Alright. So who is opening the door? Who's physically putting their hands on the door and pushing it open?
Azure will do it. I assume she would be closest since she was reading it.
Okay. So, Azure, you put your hands on the door and you begin to open it. It takes effort because these are heavy doors. But once you open just enough for all of you to pass, you see before you. You don't see the tunnel anymore. You see some light as if it's moonlight, the same intensity. And you see what seems to be a cavern that stretches before you, that opens up wider than these tunnels. and a light coming from around a corner in this cavern somewhere. You seem to have reached the end of these tunnels, these passageways. And as you walk
As-
out, or do any of you walk out, or do you just stand there watching?
Gala will go out.
Yeah, let's go. Let's get away from the spooky voices and.
And as you
hopefully-
walk out, two things happen. You stop hearing the moaning and the wailing and the voices. And you start seeing wisps of light around you passing through the door that you came through into the cavern ahead.
As
You
soon
no
as
longer hear the voices.
as soon as the voices go, Gala just immediately collapses.
All right.
Right, I'm getting my bedroll out. We're having a rest.
I already got my bedroll out.
Oh,
Yeah, I
you
imagine
have
Cherry
me.
was just like dragging it behind.
Oh yeah,
her,
yeah,
like,
she is.
Oh,
totally.
I'll walk another 10 feet if you insist, and then I'll.
You do see that the light, some source of light is up ahead. But aside from that, it's just cavern. It's just a dark cave.
All right, I'll see you all in like a few hours. I don't know if I'll be able to do watch because I'm absolutely shattered. Maybe the morning one. Good night.
I can take the first 2 watches.
I'll take the third one.
I mean, you look as bad as me, Violet. I mean, I guess you always do, but like,
It's
especially so.
fine.
Wow, shade. Girl, you always look horrible. All right. So you take out your equipment. You begin to lay down. You see these wisps of light continuously moving above you, as if these it's almost as if like these fading ghosts are passing out of this tunnel.
It's really nice when they're not whispering in your ear all the time.
They
kinda
look
pretty,
very
actually.
calm, very calm. And as you try to sleep, all 3 of you that are not on watch immediately just fall asleep. You've never fallen asleep this fast in your life. Everything hurts though, but you've never fallen asleep this fast in your whole lives. Violet, you were mid conversation with let's say Azure as she was laying down, and when you notice, she's already out like a light. Roll a perception. Well, you have disadvantage, but roll a perception just for the watch. Ba-da-bum-bum. Okay,
Yeah.
that's a 9. All right. As you just are sitting there, no light because everyone's sleeping and you have dark vision. And you already have a disadvantage from the exhaustion, so why not? You don't really feel like you need to sleep, Violet. You are quite tired, so your mind, while you don't fall asleep, your mind does wander. Just start to wander around thoughts and what could await you, what you went through, all these trials and tribulations. And what snaps your attention is the sound of a mechanical device right next to your head. And when you look up, you see this stout, black-skinned dwarf with a crossbow right to your head as you look around and see other dwarves beginning to appear out of nothing with their crossbows and blades to your friends' necks. You hear the dwarf next to you. What do we have here? You don't look too dead. Not like the ones that go through this tunnel. Hence what I can see him, lass.
But obliges.
Okay, you raise up your hands. If we wake up your friends, are they gonna be trouble? Or should we just put them down right now?
They won't be trouble.
Roll me a persuasion.
Oh, with disadvantage.
Well, you can cancel it with a hero point if you want.
Oh. Oh. Do we do it, guys?
Might be a good idea.
Up to you. But
All right. All right, I'm gonna use it just to
Okay.
cancel out.
So it's just a normal roll.
Okay. Persuasion, which is simply something that Violet is usually very good at. Yeah.
21. He looks at you.
And she's speaking in Dwarvish, by the way. If assuming they are speaking in
That
Dwarvish.
helps. Yes, they are speaking in
Yeah,
Dwarvish.
she is definitely speaking Dwarvish back.
Actually, no, he spoke common because he saw an elf, a half elf. So
She'll still speak Dwarvish.
yeah, but that helps because he looks surprised when you speak Dwarvish, and he looks to the side. You actually notice his common is a little bit harder. It's very Dwarvish it's a very Dwarvish common, like he's not used to speaking the language. He looks at the others, and they all nod, and they bump all of you with their feet, rousing you from your sleep that you wanted so badly, only to wake up to see these dark-skinned, white-haired, and white-beard dwarves with crossbows and blades pointed down at you, telling you to stand still and show them your hands.
Hey, guys, just do what they say, okay?
Can they wait till we're done sleeping?
I got put a crossbow bolt right in your head and make you sleep forever.
No,
Not
not that
Yeah.
Gullo put up her hands.
You hear one of them go, "Oi! One of them gold ones." He looks towards Azure, as the one next to Violet looks towards Azure as well. A fucking golden elf, huh? He spits on the ground.
Yeah.
Right. What's a group of living people doing coming out of that tunnel?
Just trying to see where it leads. And maybe also trying to get to the Temple of Bones.
A temple. Oh, you're trying to get the Griefholm. They all look at each other. And
Don't know what that
immediately-
means, but
Does Violet recognize that word?
Nope.
Okay.
But immediately, the one next to you just puts the crossbow bolt really against your head. You feel
Oh.
the point of the bolt next to your head. Who the fuck sent you? Was it the golden ones?
No.
No one sent us. We.
Why do you
I
have a
mean,
fucking
trying to find-
golden elf with you?
I don't know.
I guess.
She heals us.
What the fuck are you? And he
Am I familiar with the term?
a
What,
golden.
so go on.
First of all, he just goes, "Oh, what the fuck are you?" As he looks at Gala, the tiny goblin.
An archaeologist.
Does Violet know what, like, familiar with the term golden elf? as
Roll a
opposed
history
to-
check.
With disadvantage.
'Cause you're
I hate
tired.
exhaustion.
Exhaustion.
Hopefully they just take us prisoner and then we get to like just long rest
Sweet.
like 3 days in a row.
Uh-huh.
And,
Yeah, and
that'd
then
be
we're sold
great.
to a drow elf or something.
History disadvantage. Oh, that 19.
It's an 11. That's still an 11. Okay. Golden Elf, you've heard this. It's what the dwarves... Because it comes from your dwarven lineage, you've heard this. It's what the dwarves used to call the high elves. Many years ago. Like, when there was first contact, the dwarves call the high elves the golden ones, the golden elves. Because, they were all blonde and they wore the white and gold of their religion.
We're not with or affiliated with anyone. We're just 4 adventurers out on our own.
It's looking down at you. What's your objective here? Are you looking for us? And he kicks you enough to put his boot on top of you, Violet, to hold you down, unless you don't allow him to do that.
Violet doesn't resist.
Okay.
No, we didn't even know there were dwarves down here.
And what are you doing here?
No one knew.
There's the miasma on the surface. Right, we thought that we could go underground. We found this tunnel and we thought we could, because it seemed connected. We thought we could avoid the miasma.
No
What?
one's been to the Temple of Bones in centuries. As far as
Why
we knew, we didn't.
are you trying to get the grief home?
Because no one's been there in a while. I'm an archaeologist, I wanna
I'm
look it
looking.
out.
I'm looking for something belonging to a man that was known as Harson.
Immediately, he raises an eyebrow. Another villain point. Nice.
No,
Goria.
why do you give me
Yeah,
villain
cool.
points?
Mhm.
And more villain points, yeah.
Sorry. He raises his eyebrows. Fucking Harson. What's Harson to ya? And as he gets, he has his finger on the trigger. Who is he to ya?
He's been dead for hundreds of years, but a fragment of
Bullshit!
his soul helped. There's people barely have stories of him where
That's fucking bullshit! Harson's been leading grief home for thousands of years!
he what?
You fucking heard me! Don't try to fucking fool me!
No, I'm not trying to fool you, but where we're from the surface, we know Harson to have been a necromancer who's been dead for hundreds of years. We didn't know he.
Anyone else
he's not
with ya?
alive. No,
It's
it's
just
just the
us.
4 of us.
Roll. I'm gonna give you advantage on this persuasion roll. So cancels out the disadvantage. Roll a persuasion roll, Violet.
And hold on a sec. I want to check something.
It's an 18. Okay.
I still want to use one of my abilities
Okay.
to add a d6,
All right.
just in case.
Add that d6. Use your bardic inspiration. Go on.
Yeah, definitely. Oh, okay, it's just a 1, but
It's a
oh well.
19. It's still a 9. It's still a
better
9
than an
freaking
18.
team. Yeah. What?
I just wanted to make it as. Oh, okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So, you say that. They look at each other. All right, everyone, get up. We're tying your hands and we're taking you with us. Any of you struggle, and we're chucking you either off a cliff or cutting your heads off. Understood?
Understood. We just might be a bit slow. I'm really tired.
Eh. I don't even fucking know what you are.
Gala looks like absolute shit. So
This is our first contact with a goblin. They just think all goblins look like that all the time.
All right. So as you stand up, your weapons, they begin to take away your weapons.
hmm
Any like blades and hammers and whatever that you may have, they take those away.
What do they do about Gala's armor?
I was about to get
They're just
to
gonna
get
leave
to
it
that.
on, or
They do leave it on. They tie
Okay.
it. They tie your arms.
okay, cool.
They tie a rope around your arms. Any of you resist at all?
No.
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 Azure, do you
Azure.
resist?
There's a reason why I ask these things.
Nah, don't have spell slots to resist.
Okay. All right. All right. So, you they do take your backpacks. They're actually carrying your backpacks for you. They
Mhm.
don't want them within reach. So you literally only have your clothes and armor around you as you're being basically led away. And as you are led towards down this tunnel towards the light that you see before you, the world that has been contained to a small area for days now, first the tunnel, the worked tunnel, now this cave tunnel, begins to open up into this grand expanse of just open cave. And you see something that all 4 of you likely didn't expect to see in this area. See buildings down. There's a ravine, a cliff, that leads to a ravine, and then you see buildings. You see many, many buildings. You see an underground city before you. Above it, there's just cave ceiling. And at the center of this large city that actually rivals Griffin Crest in size, at the center of this large city, you see the biggest, most gigantic air stone that you've ever seen in your life. Gala, I'll allow you and Violet as well to roll nature. Nature or Arcana. You can choose.
Oh, hang on. My nature is okay. +3 to that, so 19. Is the difference between my nature is +3 and my Arcana is +6.
Okay, so 19. All right.
Yeah.
And for Violet, that's a 12. Okay. Violet, that's a big crystal. That's
big
a
rock.
that's a big rock. Now
Big rock.
that is a huge air stone, and it's giving off light comparable to the just moonlight on a clear day. But you, Gala, being a goblin who is, you know,
We like those air
you like those
stones.
air stones. Yes, you like them very much. This is incredibly huge, and it's the biggest one you've seen. But you've seen other big ones because you get the sense, and you immediately get the sense that this is one of the large air stones that is keeping this island afloat. Because each island either has one gigantic air stone or multiple, depending on the size of the island, that keeps them afloat. This island is so big that it would need multiple of this size. It would need at least 3 or 4 of this size to keep it afloat. And you've never seen one this big, and the energy that it's radiating, it's not a surprise why it's illuminating this whole area. Now, would make a fucking city around it. You've never seen such a thing. But the power within this airstone is tremendous.
That is amazing. Never seen anything like that.
Immediately, one of them kicks you in the butt. Keep going!
Gold doesn't even care. She's just staring at the air stone.
Yeah. And you also notice there is a tower that was built at the bottom of the stone that almost seems like a vine growing around a tree trunk, and then at some point it merges, almost like merges with the air stone, and that is the building that stands out the most. The other buildings all seem to have these little lights, as if there's someone lighting up some torches or whatever, but these are all faint blue lights, like the lights in the airstone. At first, it seems like the dwarves are guiding you towards the city, but then they go into another tunnel, and you start to realize you're not going towards the city. You're going in a different direction, away from the city. Eventually, you enter a small tunnel that just keeps going. And you walk for what seems like about an hour. Your legs are tired. You're just done with walking, and just your bodies are just exhausted. You start to drag your feet, and some of them actually have to pull on your ropes to make you keep walking, until you eventually reach another settlement. This one does not have a large air stone around it. You do see small torches, small blue lights, but this is a smaller, almost like a village, of houses that seem to have been built into the cave system itself. And you start to see several dwarves, all of them deep dwarves, and also deep gnomes, all of them popping their heads out, checking on the new arrivals, as these ones that have been bringing you over escort you through this small town. There is no splendor, no magic in this place compared to the other city. Eventually you reach a building, one of the larger buildings. You're led inside and led into a cage made of stone. The ropes are taken off your bodies. You see your equipment being taken to another room. The gates close. You are locked inside this cage. It's big enough for you to stand and walk. It's about 15 feet by 15 feet by 10 feet, and although the taller one, which is Azure, when you stand up, you immediately have to like hunch forward, or your head hits the ceiling of this cage. The small ones, you're fine. And the guards begin to leave, leaving only 2 of them to stand guard. You wait for a few minutes before an older dwarf walks in. His white beard reaches his knees. Seems to be braided into 3 braids, and another 4th braid which has just come undone completely, but he doesn't seem to care. He walks forward next to the cage, looks at all of you. We've never had visitors. We were told that you came to our caves looking for Harson. See 2 dwarves next to him spitting on the ground. Why do you want to go to Grief Home and find Arson? I wish to know if you're friend or foe. If I should kill you now, or
Well,
continue this conversation.
you're right. So we
You're
I
a
mean, our
goblin,
first,
aye?
yeah.
I've seen one of your kind once, long ago.
Oh well. I hope they were nice.
No,
Oh, okay. Well, I'm nice.
we'll see.
Right. So the Temple of Bones, right? It's like a bit kind of, not in good condition. And no one's been there, at least, as far as we know from up on the surface. No one's been there for like, hundreds of years. It's just got like way too many undead around it. So we figured, uh, no one's been there. There's probably some good stuff in there, and we'd found this weird corridor that we thought would lead there. So, I was hoping to maybe find some nice things in there, and maybe while we're at it, we could see if we can figure out how to not make it really, spooky and undead.
You call it the
Hopefully.
Temple of Bones.
Yeah. I mean, that's what it is, right?
It's not what it was called originally. I guess it's
Oh,
what they're calling it now. Makes
what
sense.
was it called originally? Was it the
It was a temple to the Shaper.
to the Shaper?
Aye, our god,
That's
the one
the
who made us.
that's the we just we came from the entrance that we found into the tunnel that we went through. The village there, they also worship the Shaper.
Oh, so there's still dwarves in the surface who worship the Shaper.
Yeah.
They look at each
Yeah.
other, some of them looking impressed. So I guess the bloody golden ones haven't tainted everyone, aye? Looking at Azure.
I mean, I'm more interested in the air stones, really. I think they're kind of
Actually,
cool.
sorry, I'm confused. On the at least for where we're from, there's no like war or anything between high elves and dwarves or
War?
anything.
I suppose you could call it a quiet war. Many, many generations ago, we on this island worship the Shaper. We were made by the Shaper. We all lived in our quiet lives with our God until the Golden Ones came. They came in peace. They came with pretty words and pretty promises on their flying fucking ships. And they came with their own God. The fucking light, they called it. Oh, they didn't come here to convert us, they said. Oh. But our youngest generations were starting to turn away from the Shaper into this light that the Golden Ones preached. We felt threatened that our culture, that our worship was going to be stamped out. And we were right, because the more power your religion got, he looks at Azure again, who has symbols of the light on her person. More powerful your religion got on the island, the less rights we started to get, the worse we started to be looked upon. So that's why my ancestors, we came here. He looks down. No. We went to Thrain, our new home. My ancestors built the city underneath the Temple of the Shaper. The last bastion of our religion, of our worship. A place where we would be rid of the light of the fucking Golden One. And we were there for generations, using the Air Stone to survive, to prosper, until that fucker Harsin came by. The Sorrow Lord. Drove us from our homes. Now we live here, in the shadow of our home, while his city hosts the undead. So you're not here to convert us. And you're not here working for Harsin. You're just thieves trying to, what was it? Go to the Temple of Bones and steal its riches, was it?
Well, I mean, that's, you know, I'm an archaeologist, you know.
The fuck does
Like-
that mean?
She was only. It means that if only it was abandoned, was she going to try and
Right, yeah.
look at anything? It's different if people are.
Like, I thought
If
it
it's
was like
someone's home.
abandoned.
In a way, you could say it is. Those fucking undead turned it into a Temple of Bones. A fucking stupid name.
I didn't name it.
They desecrated our...
But I mean, it sounds like we have a common goal. We both don't want skeletons in the temple.
Our goal is to go... Our goal is to go back to our home.
All right.
Our home, we called it Thrain. Now we call it Griefholm. You saw it on your way here, aye?
That's the place around the airstone.
Aye. It used to be our home. Now it's Harson's home. The Sorrow
Look,
Lord.
very nice.
Thank you. It was our ancestors worked on it. The Sorrow Lord still rules there. We can't even get close to it without feeling it. That grief that emanates from the airstone. So I have a question. Now that you know that, all of this, what do you tend to do? You just want to leave?
Oh, not really. Like we didn't
We-
really. I mean, a bit in the first place, I don't really want to go back through that tunnel, honestly.
We have a way out of
Um,
here to the surface, if that's what you want.
All right, well, that's reassuring to know.
I want to remove Harson's soul, his presence.
You want to remove Harson's soul? You want to kill Harson? Because
I want
we can
to
get
rid-
behind that.
Well, I mean,
I want to rid this place of his soul.
Aye.
I don't want him. He should not be here. He
yeah,
should
look,
not
it sounds.
be.
You know, I'm in agreement. Like, it doesn't sound like, you know, it sounds like that place, you know, it should belong to you, not him. Like,
Aye. You see the other ones nodding. Aye, aye, aye. You,
it's a bit rude of him.
what are you? Are you a cross between a golden one and a dwarf?
No, I'm a goblin.
Not
Like,
you.
so-
I'm talking to the other one. And he
Oh, sorry.
looks at Violet.
I mean, I am half. I'm half elf, but not a golden elf.
Good. What about that one? Can we trust it? He says this in Dwarvish. What about that one? Can we trust her? Points to Azure with his chin.
Yes, I swear it.
Aye.
She wants nothing more to get rid of undead creatures as well.
In this exact moment, a thought crossed Azure's mind. You know, I could let go of the undead and kill these guys. They're pissing me away.
Then he goes. Aye. Then we have common goals, I say.
We do.
Very well. We'll be keeping an eye on you. We might be able to work together. Open the cage. Let them out. And for now, we'll keep your weapons while you're staying here. All of your things, just to be safe, aye?
All right, that's fine. Do you have anywhere we can sleep? Because I really need to sleep.
We'll give you a place to be.
All right, perfect.
Aye. And he turns around and begins to give orders. And as you are led out of the cage towards a place to rest, that is where we are going to end tonight's session. Congratulations! You're out of the tunnels!
Gala's just
didn't
like,
Die.
yes, somewhere to
Even though you guys tried to kill yourselves, if I had to
Bed.
save you.
I
I gotta-
did not
now I gotta
try
go,
to
so
kill
bye.
myself.
Bye, RB.
Bye, RB. Bye, RB.
Bye.
Yeah.
Bye.
Massive. I have a question.
You have a question.
Can you stop playing Baldur's Gate for about like 5 seconds? Because I know
Why?
about the Dark Iron Dwarfs.
You know about the what? Sorry.
The Dark Iron Dwarfs, the Durgar.
Yeah, but they're not Baldur's Gate.
Yeah, I know.
And
I know.
I swear to God,
I know.
Duragar have been a thing for a long time. I've had this ready for a while before
Yeah,
Baldur's Gate.
I've fought some Dwargar in the Icewind Dale module in a game with some IRL friends.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
you
I
managed
just hate
to.
the Underdark.
Oh, you hate the Underdark. Well, too
Yeah, no
bad.
surprise.
Too bad. You at least survived the tunnels. I hope you're happy.
I'm very happy. We have something to sleep. That's all I care about.
With all those
Yeah.
exhaustions.
You should get some sleep now.
Well, I will say this. Good job on surviving the tunnel.
Oh my gosh.
Because some of you were
I-
very close to not surviving.
Yeah. No, I almost killed myself.
You almost killed yourself, yes. Yeah, you're gonna learn to like the Underdark now. That's right, work.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well,
I still need to go to the Underdark in Baldur's Gate. Wait, no, I'm there. I've been doing a little stuff in
yeah,
there.
you don't need to go. You don't need to go to the Underdark. Anyway, I'm gonna go fight some sort of raid
There's
real quick.
never a good reason to go to the Underdark, like ever.
There's
never
always a good reason to go to the Underdark. What are you talking about?
Why? It's awful. Everything in there either wants to kill you, eat you, or enslave you, or all of them together.
Yeah.
So
You're just listing a whole bunch of experience.
Also, I want to point out, the Duragar and Drow Elf lore that is the official Faerun D&D lore is not the same that I'm using.
Yeah, I can't.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, I know.
I have my own lore, so don't come here expecting it to be like the Duragar, the enslaved that were enslaved by Illithids and whatnot. No, that's another. These Duragar are here, and they have to deal with the fucking undead, and that is enough problems. That is enough problems. But yeah, gonna be
They gotta deal
raiding.
with us now.
Yeah, well, as long as you
Arguably
behave.
worse than the undead.
Arguably worse than the undead. Wow. Good way of selling yourself, Gala. We might be worse than the undead. But yes, so we are going to be raiding the Dungeon Dudes. I actually really like their YouTube channel, and they're currently streaming.
Nice.
They do D&D. They do D&D. They're pretty awesome. So let's go show them some love. And what else? Oh yes, there's a raid message if you want to use it. And yeah, I don't have anything else to say. Go check out Oshu and go to check out Sev, and we love you all.
Go check out Massive.
They're already checking out
here.
Yeah, he here. He. Bye everyone. Bye.
Bye.
Bye.